Canada and something else. Translation wasn't on screen long enough. King's Chapel. Did they just say send him back to pre-kindergarten and talking about me?
We are not English. We are not the king's men.
Oh, he's inciting a riot. He's running. They're fighting no one.
Stop and listen to me.
I've listened for long enough. They come into my own.
This is not going to be good.
I will get my revenge. The man responsible for this will pay. His friends will pay. Voilà trop longtemps que je subis ces affaires.
And now the subtitles are completely bugging out because, you know, understanding what he's saying would be too much enjoyment.
You looking for a fight, Englishman? I'll give you what you want.
Somehow I ended up in conflict. What the fuck? I'm just walking here. Oh, he killed him already.
Hey,
There's another
let's go.
fight.
Your king.
Can't even get close to them for the assassination. This guy's wearing a kilt. Got him. Right in the balls. A brutal stab. Woo! Where is he? He's wandering all over the place in his anger. You gonna pick a fight with these guys? Nope. Wait, is he? Yep. Somehow that includes me. Whoa, and he fell. Well, too bad for him.
There is a way to fight injustice, but this is not it.
Roaming the streets until eventually you get killed. He's just walking around shaking his hands. He lost his weapon. Oh no, it's at his side. I see. No, those are two pistols. Unless that's the cleaver right there. What the hell?
I will match your face to your.
Swap weapon. Apparently you can't carry a musket of your own. Yeah, you can't. Stop it. Stop it right now.
Destroyed? You stupid mackerel! I suppose you want me to tell Johnson his tea just spontaneously combusted? Nonsense. Someone's responsible for this, and you will find out who. And if you can't, I'll gut you and find a smarter
Damn.
man who can.
That's a little bit
What do we
harsh.
do? Create a window.
Use your assassin recruits in combat or activate their unique abilities. Here's the recruit wheel. Abilities: assassinate. Okay. Lock onto a target and press L2 to send your allies to assassinate your target. They've revamped the system, it looks like.
Bloody hell are you?
Ah! Beautiful. Put a cleaver right in his shoulder.
You have no right to rub people blind. By decree of the British Parliament or not. British Parliament? I work for William Johnson. Johnson?
End his suffering cleanly.
He just pops in. End his suffering. Yes! And they censor it.
The people seem to have an ear for you. What are the things you lost?
The people listen to me only because I spoke the truth loud enough, which is worth 1,000 times the content of my footlocker. In English, they can keep my teams.
You did well tonight.
I said I'd buy you an ale when you first helped me. In place of drink, I offer you my allegiance. For what it's worth.
Your aid is welcome, and I am grateful. Now, I need to find Sam Adams.
The angry chef. The Gordon Ramsay. Well, that sucked. Look for missions with this icon to free districts from Templar control and gain assassin recruits. The riot ability sends a recruit to create a riot at your target's position. You now have a new assassin recruit. I can access the guild menu. Okay, where is it? Contracts? Quebec, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. That's right, Maine was actually originally a part of Massachusetts, believe it or not. And then they cut that back. So okay, now I can actually see where these shapes, where the shapes of the different states. Massachusetts is 3 stars, unbelievably. Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, all the major states are 3 stars. South Carolina and Georgia. Fort St. Jean. %. Forget it. I'm not gonna send him on anything. I'll keep him with me. I might need him. Stéphane Chaput is a Boston militiaman, served as a cook in the years leading up to the Revolution. He was born in what's now Canada, near modern-day Montreal. His father was a cook for the French army, was killed in the fighting at the Plains of Abraham. After his death, Chaput took on work as a chef in Montreal, but moved to Boston in 1764. While his personal letters indicate he was just looking for a less complicated life, he was just in time for the unrest that precedented the Revolution. Fortunately for Chaput, he didn't actually want a quiet life. And as it happens, the tensions in the pre-revolution Boston suited him exactly. Which is weird, because who enjoys tension? Apart from a scientist studying surface tension as an effect of intermolecular attraction. Not funny. Give me a minute to stop laughing. Okay, sure. Chaput was a man in search of a cause, and he found it in the Patriots. He was an enthusiastic supporter of the Sons of Liberty, participating in their 1765 protests surrounding the Stamp Act. He was present when the crowds ransacked Governor Hutchinson's house in 1765, probably egging on the mob. He was also one of the crowd that witnessed and partially caused the Boston Massacre. Chaput didn't limit himself to protests. I have several finds for him in the books of 1760s and 1770s for public drunkenness and brawling. It seems he couldn't keep out of a fight when opportunity arose, and in pre-revolution Boston there was always an opportunity. It was a wonderful time to be an angry drunk. The world was your oyster. Assassin recruits. He has his own special tab. I wonder why. Here's where the Boston Massacre took place. Start the riot. Alright. There you go. I started the riot. Old Corner Bookstore. The Tea Party. We're gonna jump right to the Tea Party, huh? The Boston Tea Party.
We wait for the signal. What signal?
This meeting can do nothing further to save the country.
That one.
Evening, gentlemen. Shall we be off?
Sam Adams.
No.
What's the matter?
I have spent today drawn from one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it. Before I go any further, I would like to know exactly what it is you intend.
Of course. First, we make our way to Nathaniel Bradley's house to fetch the rest of our little group.
Look at the rats
It's
running
on the Griffin's
rampant.
Wharf, where we board the ships and dump the tea. Simple as that.
Simple seems a bit charitable.
Cheer up, Connor. For tonight, we are all victors. The Sons of Liberty get to send a message to England, and you rob William Johnson of his financing. Your village will be saved. I've an idea. Why don't you lead the way? That should keep us out of any further trouble. Am I right?
Or at least when we do find trouble, we'll be able to blame you for it instead. Simple enough. We'll strike him where it hurts the most, his wallet. Boston, December 16th, 1773.
We need to turn the crowd's anger to our advantage.
Say the word, Connor, and I will make it so.
Eliminate the guards. The Sons of Liberty, and no, not the Metal Gear ones. Sons of Liberty was the name given to a number of protest groups that formed to protest the Stamp Act and stayed together afterward, organizing anti-British rallies and enforcing boycotts in the lead-up to the revolution. It was likely a friendly club for angry men. Although the groups would soon become more coordinated, they started separately. Sons of Liberty was the usual choice for a name because of a popular phrase meaning colonist at the time. As you might predict given the name, the Sons were mostly middle class and, yes, male merchants, lawyers, and politicians. Paul Revere was likely a member of the Boston group, to give you an example. The Sons, in all the colonies, weren't above using violence and intimidation to get their way. Who was? They threatened all the stamp distributors into resigning, with the Boston group going so far as to destroy the local distributors' offices and parade him through the town before he quit in a very public and likely terrified resignation speech. Given that, it probably won't surprise you to learn that they earned a reputation for being the radical wing of the Patriots, rallying the people and sometimes losing control of them. A public protest in Boston turned into an angry mob that burned the governor's mansion. Some of the Sons were also known to tar and feather British officials and sometimes loyalists. You know, standard good guy stuff. What a really terrific way to blow off steam. The Sons of Liberty. I don't see any way to do this other than the usual slaughter everyone. Bang! Let's begin, shall we? Fuck you. They completely missed. I didn't even know they were getting ready to fire. West Point missions. All I did was step slightly and they missed. My guy was already dead anyway. Goodbye.